Breaking news is first at noon as Sand Springs Police and OHP get into a high-speed chase along Highway 412 that involved a vehicle spinning out and gunfire. Thanks for joining us. I'm Autumn Bracey.
And I'm Reagan Ledbetter. We're going to go straight to the scene right now as Sand Springs Police is updating local media and everybody out there. We're hearing from them for the first time after this incident as they're looking for that suspect right now. Let's tune in right now.
Information as to where they are, or who they are, and where they went.
When we talk about the shoplifting, do you have any idea how much stuff, what kind of stuff they were stealing?
I have no clue on that.
Thank you.
You said Captain, sorry.
Okay, now we're live right now. Dave, if you stay with us, we're talking with Sand Springs Police right now. Captain Fogelman, who tells us that this started as a report of somebody who was stealing something from a Tractor Supply store inside of Sand Springs. Sand Springs Police then engaged in a pursuit that ended up going 412. That went from 412 into parts of Tulsa and made its way back west here into Sand Springs. At one point, OHP troopers got involved in this pursuit. You can take a look right now and see the big response out here from a lot of these troopers. They say that OHP eventually used what they call a TVI, a tactical vehicle intervention stop, and once that happened, a Sand Springs police officer was fired a shot at the person who was driving that car. We're told again here by Sand Springs Police, 3 people that they are looking for, 2 men and 1 female that were inside of that car. Then those people ended up going the wrong way on Highway 412, and that's when Sand Springs officer fired a shot at that person inside of the car. Those people ended up making it way down a more rural area where there's a lot of houses that backs up to Keystone Lake here. Those people did take a right turn down an embankment almost, looks like passing some houses, got into that area and bailed out of the car. That's the search right now. Again, OHP troopers, Manford Police, Sand Springs Police, Osage and Pawnee County Sheriff's Office out here, even a K-9 that is out searching right now in this area. Again, investigators are asking people who live in the area to kind of stay in their homes while they set up this perimeter right now. We've even seen them as far as boat ramps in the area, just trying to find those people here at this time. And Captain Fogelman, we're live right now on News on 6, just to ask you a couple questions. When you guys get in a situation like this, when you have such a big perimeter and all these different agencies, what's kind of the game plan here at this point?
Right now, what we're going to do is maintain our perimeter, try and do some tracks. We got K9s out here, we got drones, and we got fixed wings and aircraft and other aircraft. So we're going to try and do a track on them, trying to find out where they're at if we can, or at least trying to identify them from the information and evidence that's in the vehicle.
And when finding out about the people inside of that vehicle and what was in that vehicle, can you kind of just tell us what the early investigation is? You guys did find some ammunition inside that car?
Yeah. One of the officers that searched the vehicle told me that there was ammunition in the vehicle. We know that they're dangerous because they've already rammed police officers, and with the ammunition, typically you don't have ammunition unless you got firearms to go with them. So we don't know if they're armed, but we're suspecting they are.
And of course, that happened there on 412. What's that look like right now? Is there any lane shut down? Is traffic moving normally?
I believe the vehicles are off of the roadway, so there's no lane closure or slowdown right now.
And the status of the officer that did fire that shot, is that officer all right? I mean,
yeah, the officer's all right. No injuries involved with either one of the officers that were involved in it, and no injuries with the troop that performed the TVI maneuver as well.
Captain Fogelman, thank you very much. That's kind of a look at right out here in the Sand Springs area right now. Of course, a big response by law enforcement, several OHP troopers out here, Sand Springs Police, Manford Police, as we mentioned. And of course, they are looking for those 3 people, 2 males and 1 female that were involved in that pursuit. Back to you.
Hey, Cal, before you go for real quick, are they using boats with OHP? Have they launched boats in the lake right there in that kind of the marina area by that boat ramp to look the banks for those suspects?
Well, we've actually just been given the green light in the last 10 to 15 minutes to get out of the car. We kind of have driven around and seen different agencies at different points in areas around where these homes are. Haven't gotten to see out actually on the lake yet, so we're unclear if they're using those boats, but it looks like they're going to exhaust all the measures they can. We do know that Manford Police, as mentioned, has their K9 and is also flying a drone right now.
Thank you so much, Cal, for that update.